From WVLT, this is Local 8 News this morning.
Shots fired not far from an East Knoxville high school. Details on what happened. And a young girl at the center of an Amber Alert is still missing. How her mother is taking the matter into her own hands. Plus, almost 90,000 people have been evacuated from a city in Canada due to a wildfire. And you won't believe this video. Good Saturday morning. I'm Kelsey Leyrer.
And I'm Kyle Granger. We've moved on the outside here on this weekend. Decent weekend, a few clouds around, temperatures getting up into the near 80-degree mark.
We couldn't resist coming outside this morning because it's a little chilly with my tank top.
So you might need a little light jacket. I'm okay in mine.
To be expected at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's just probably going to warm up throughout the day.
We're going to be on the way up here in the next couple of hours, starting off right now in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. I'll show you your Mother's Day forecast coming up.
Well, another shooting in East Knoxville last night. This one, a possible drive-by. KPD says there were so many shots fired, they couldn't tell us an exact number. The shooting happened just 3 blocks away from Austin East High School. Here's a look at the scene from last night. It was in the area of Wilson Street and South Chestnut Street. So far, no reports of any injuries, and we haven't learned of any specific suspects at this point. This does come at a time of heightened sensitivity to gun violence in the wake of 2 shooting deaths of innocent teens. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. And this is exactly the type of thing Knoxville's mayor is working to fight. She just returned from a week-long discussion on violence during a trip to Birmingham. She learned about programs like extending the Youth Summer Job Program and a reentry program to help men get jobs after prison.
It's easy to get discouraged but we need to stay resolute, we need to stay focused, and we need to continue to do the work.
It's been 3 weeks since Jawan Latham's murder, and still no one has been charged. Another day and the Amber Alert is still out for 9-year-old Carly Trent. Investigators say she's with her uncle, most likely in a secluded area like a national park or campground. This is surveillance video at a Rogersville Walmart recorded on May 4th, the day of the alleged kidnapping. The TBI says Simpson was caught on camera buying camping items. There has been no credible sightings of the two so far. Now here's a look at Carly. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. That's her uncle, 57-year-old Gary Simpson. You can see he's balding and has brown eyes. He was last seen driving this white 2002 Dodge van with Tennessee tag 173 GPS. He's wanted on a kidnapping warrant. We spoke with Carly's mom last night, who says she's doing everything she can to get her little girl home. With more information coming out, Shannon Trent says she just wants to make sure everyone is on the lookout for Carly.
The more time to be found.
There's a vigil at the Rogersville City Park this evening. It starts at 8:30. Trent says she plans to wear purple. That's Carly's favorite color. Carly's class also plans to wear purple to school on Tuesday in her honor. A woman in East Tennessee is helping out with the search, but in a very different way. Jennifer Stella owns a van similar to the one investigators think Simpson is driving. It does have different tags, but Stella says she's not going to drive her van until Carly's found. She tells us she doesn't want anyone to waste time making a 911 call on her van, so for the meantime, it's staying parked.
If you're driving down the road, if it's night, if they could have been 2 roads over.
The TBI was in East Tennessee yesterday to give updates on the search. They're asking the public to call the moment they see anyone who may look like Gary Simpson or Carly Trent. We have their number on our website, local8now.com.
There was absolutely no notification. I had never been written up. I had never been reprimanded for anything that I had done. It just completely came out of the blue to me.
That's what a Morgan County woman told us last week after claiming the city of Wartburg fired her while she was on maternity leave. So was Hamby telling the truth? Well, we combed through her personnel file and it appears that she was. Besides salary papers and the motion to fire her, the only thing in Hamby's record is a complaint she sent to the mayor. In it, she said she was being harassed by members of the Wartburg Police Department because she blew the whistle on them. The city's attorney told us Hamby came back to work in February and was fired in March after staff learned she made financial errors that cost taxpayers thousands of dollars, among other reasons. They would not confirm if she took maternity leave. We reached out to Hamby yesterday. She said she took leave from February to May. She did come back to work in February for a day or two each week for a couple hours just to help out. She says she was paid for the hours that she clocked in. We're going to stay with this story until it's all cleared up. 4 people are dead and police need help finding the person who killed them. THP says John Bennett is a person of interest in a deadly crash on Highway 58 in Meigs County. A trailer came unhitched from a truck and hit 2 other cars in the oncoming lane. State troopers are now looking for Bennett. If you have any information, you're asked to call police. A former football star and Oak Ridge police officer is charged with rape. Kaysen Jackson Garrison once played at Vanderbilt, but now TBI agents have arrested him yesterday following accusations that he had sex with a teenage girl last year while her stepfather was in custody. And we've been telling you about the ongoing issues at Mountain View for a while now. A number of assaults, escapes, and rape have been reported at the Youth Development Center in Jefferson County, but the issues go far beyond that. Local 8 reporter Donovan Long was the only reporter with Deputy Governor Jim Henry when he made a surprise visit to Mountain View on Thursday night. He told us he made the trip from Nashville to visit the center without telling them because he wanted to get a real look at what happens every day. He says he talked with students and staff about allegations of abuse, injuries, and rape, but he couldn't share the results because at this point they are confidential. Well, it's Derby Day, and that means horse races and big hats, of course. If you've got a bet on who's going to win, well, you might want to know what these horses are going to be running in, and it doesn't look good. Plus, 90,000 people evacuated over a wildfire that shows no signs of slowing down. You won't believe the video. That story coming up next.
There is making the erosion pretty bad. Tough to.
The monster fire burning in Alberta, Canada, has forced at least 88,000 people to flee their homes. The blaze has destroyed at least 1,600 homes so far, and fire officials warn the devastating flames will likely burn for weeks. Paul Verkaman reports.
It was something like that.
Your time is 7:15. For years, we've been told to tell little ones all about stranger danger. But experts are saying that we may be doing more harm than good. Up next, what to stop saying and how to protect your kids. Stay with us. The playground is all fun and games until your kid gets hurt. After doing some digging, we found that thousands of kids are getting serious head injuries at playgrounds. The good news is there are some local playgrounds that have changed surfaces in hopes of preventing concussions. 20,000 kids treated in the ER had head trauma from playground injuries. The top 2 reasons for concussions were monkey bars and swing set falls. Knox County Parks and Recreation have upgraded the flooring of 3 playgrounds in town to a rubberized surface to help soften the impact if kids fall.
The surface over at Lake handicap accessible, which is great.
Gravel, rubber mulch, and wood chips are most commonly seen under playgrounds. Walsh says the rubberized flooring is 10 times more expensive, but they hope to have it in all playgrounds eventually. And parents, for years you've been teaching your kid to be wary of strangers, coining the phrase stranger danger. While at school or outside playing, experts are now saying that may not be the right approach. Here are some reasons why. Kids may view a stranger as a big, bad, scary person, and most pedophiles actually act kid-friendly. Usually, the person most likely to hurt your child is not a stranger, but actually someone they know. So how do we teach our kids to handle these situations to make sure they stay safe? Teach kids situations. Run through what-if scenarios based on their age. Tell your kids what if they're asked for help by an adult, to ask for your permission first. And lastly, if the kids are at school and approached by someone they know or don't know while outside, always have them tell a monitor or a teacher just to be safe. Well, superhero buffs, listen up, because this weekend is for you. Coming up next, we've got some info that will make you want to run to the box office. Stay with us. Well, pick a superhero, any superhero, and odds are they're going to be in theaters this weekend.
Well, our film expert, John Clyde, takes us through the highs and lows of Captain America, Civil War. It's in this week's edition of The Ticket.
Because you like it so much.
Oh, that does look pretty good.
Don't want to pass out, though.
Yeah, maybe I won't see it then. Well, there are no shortages of showings around town. The Regal Pinnacle Stadium in Turkey Creek started playing the movie yesterday morning.
And coming up, we're going to be taking a look next at Dolly's Homecoming Parade. Plus, CTE goes live. The singing competition was last night. We're taking a look at some Emily Ann Roberts' performance and looking at who has a shot at the next big record deal. Coming up next on Local 8.
From WVLT, you're watching Kelsey Leyrer and Kyle Granger on Local 8 News.
7:29 here this Saturday morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kelsey Leyrer.
And I'm Kyle Granger. Good to see all of you here. Yes, it's Mother's Day weekend. Hopefully you've already made plans for Mom, but if not, we've got a couple of ideas we'll talk about in just a few minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am not on my game this year. I have really not come up with any ideas, but I am going home this weekend, so maybe just gracing her with my presence will be enough. I don't know.
You know, they said that's what Mom wants this year. Mom wants to spend time with the kids.
Quality time.
So hopefully we're able to do that. I'm not able to do that. Mine's a little too far away, but I did send her something delivery. Here's the weather on the outside. Live in Townsend, it's some breezy conditions out there. Of course, we'll talk about that extended forecast for Mother's Day coming up in just a few minutes.
Now, we were actually just outside at 7 o'clock during the show, and it's beautiful outside. It's a little bit chilly.
A little chilly, you might want the light jacket, but
yeah.
I think this afternoon is going to be nice.
Beautiful morning, a beautiful night last night as well, and beautiful voices lit up Market Square in a singing competition for Knox County high school students.
The Local 8 News family was proud to host CTE Goes Live. You probably saw Mark Packer and Lauren Davis there yesterday on 1st and 4, and we hope that you heard Emily Ann Roberts.
Well, I hear that you're in prison, and time keeps dragging on.
She's got a fantastic voice, and Emily Ann came to Local 8 News and sang on one of our shows this week. She was runner-up for The Voice last season and is from right here in East Tennessee. Now, the winner of the competition was a freshman from West High School, Mia Whitmore. Congrats to Mia. She now gets a shot in Nashville with a radio-ready produced track.
Congratulations to her. You know, a lot of way ready for the new Lumberjack show.
I know Amanda was so jealous yesterday because she loves Andy Cohen, and she was so upset that she wasn't there with you.
Well, as he said, I've met her multiple times, but hey, this was the time he got to personally talk to her, and he said it was pretty exciting.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, listen up, people everywhere. If you didn't know it, now you do. It's Mother's Day this weekend, and you want to make sure you show Mom how much you really care.
So, if you're on the fence about a gift or those ideas that you're looking at, don't worry, we've got you covered. Here, we've got some of them right now.
This is just as much for me as anyone else because I still have to get a gift as well.
I do not.
We've done some research, and Pinterest tells us first and foremost, you can't go wrong with flowers.
And she needs something to put those flowers in, right? How about a vase? You can find some nice ones at the Old Time Pottery on Cedar Bluff.
And for all those movie star moms out there, the sun is out and shining, so why not get Mom a nice new pair of shades? Sunglasses are always a good go-to, and I feel like especially because sometimes they break or they get lost, so it's always good to have that extra pair.
And something that brings back memories could be a good thing for you and Mom. Something like a special picture in a picture frame. You can find an inexpensive one at some places like Walgreens around town.
And guys, you know moms love candles. It's like they have to. It's like a qualification. Well, not only will candles smell great, but they make Mom smile as well.
Now, these are just some simple gift ideas, but more importantly, you can't get to hear anything, just spend some time with Mom.
And that's what I'm planning to do. So more than anything, she'll probably love that. And we'll put all the gift ideas that we just listed off on local8now.com. And we here at Local 8 News want to thank our own mothers and let them know how much we love them. Here's some shots of our moms here at Local 8. And we just want to say, oh, there's my mom. That's my mom, my sister, and I. That's right after we ran the half marathon.
I know who that one is.
Who's that?
That's my mom.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
And there's my mom, my dad, and my sister. They just went over to Spain to visit my sister who's studying abroad over there.
There's Mom again.
Oh, I love it. I hope
this
our
is
moms
just our mom
are
show.
watching.
Happy
this
Mother's
is our
Day to our
tribute to
moms.
them.
Because I won't get to get home to see mine, so we'll just have to talk on the phone and share memories that way.
Well, good. We'll show her this clip of video.
I already sent her some flowers. East Tennessee has had some of its share of musical entertainment in the past few weeks.
And this weekend is no exception. In fact, music experts and record execs from all over the world are coming into town celebrating a nostalgic era.
Over into the Smokies today, 77 in Madisonville to 70 in Gatlinburg.
All right, your time is 7:38. Are allergies keeping you away from tasty treats, or maybe you're just trying to clean up your eating habits? Well, then, we've got a treat for you this week. Local 8 News anchor Brittany Nada visits Benefit Your Life Bakery for Foodie Friday.
Judging by the taste.
Expectations are very high for Tennessee's football season this year, not just for the team, but also for the field. Remember all that slipping and sliding last season? Well, this week they put in new turf at Shields-Watkins Field, and it has a lot to live up to. Alan Williams shows us why they call it Super Bowl grass. Diamond the size of a tennis ball is headed for auction. It's a rock for the ages, a 3-billion-year-old diamond the size of a tennis ball. Woo-wee, that is big. The largest one ever found in over a century, and it could go for more than $70 million. It measured 1,109 carats, but get this, it's not even the biggest. The largest diamond ever found was the 3,106 carat diamond found back in 1905. It was cut into 9 pieces that form part of the UK crown jewels.
Well, it's coming up
with some thunderstorms.
All right, thanks, Kyle. Well, Chef Walter brought us some good recipes this week, and in perfect timing, a day before Mother's Day, here is fresh strawberry pie.
And get it and have it tonight.
He was a little stingy with the whipped cream. I was wanting more.
I know. I just loaded up where you can't even see the
Right.
pie anymore. It's just this white layering on top.
We can have a whipped cream pie.
Well, if you're looking for something to do today, we've got you covered.
Here is the weekend planner for this Saturday morning.
Well, if you're a fan of Margaritaville or oysters, you're going to want to be at this first event. It's the Child Help Tennessee's 21st annual Oyster Fest, and the theme, of course, Jimmy Buffett.
Thousands of oysters are going to be served all sorts of ways, along with shrimp and grits, barbecue chicken, mac and cheese, gourmet popsicles are for dessert. This sounds like I'm going to the...
Well, this story, like we said, is pretty hard to believe. And Kyle, you're not going to be with your mom on Mother's Day,
No,
so
I'm not going to be able to do
maybe
that.
you should do this. Send her a body double. Yes, that exists. Take a
don't
look
wanna see it.
at this. I know, it's kind of creepy. Well, Groupon has a special offer for Mother's Day. For a cool $30,000, a 3D printing company will create a replica of you and send it on to Mom. What a thoughtful, unique, kind of strange gift there.
I could see my bank when I went to ask for the loan to do this of them saying, what?
You're going to do what with it? Well, we got a good day, a good weekend for Mom, it sounds like.
Yeah, we're going to have warm temperatures, partly sunny skies overall, maybe at temperatures that are approaching 80 degrees for this afternoon.
A little chilly right now, but going to be a beautiful one. So
Yep.
if you can, spend some time with your moms today. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.